far being here?
What have I learned so far?
I think one of the things that I really learned, I thought it was fascinating to hear the talk on AI, just to see all the various sort of programs that are available now, because we hear Chat GPT sort of like blew up, and like that everyone was talking about, because that was such a revolution with generative AI. But there's so many different ways to use it, and I think it's important that there is kind of this general fear that you see in polling that people have of AI, and part of it's from science fiction. They have us believe like AI is going to come up and just going to get rid of us all. But it was important, I think, in Rebecca's talk that she emphasized how this can be a tool that you use if you use it properly.
So one good thing is keeping up with the trends, right? And knowing how AI is going to influence communication, right? And the industry, right? So that was one key thing, right? Like I've known about AI, right? But not really thought so much about how it's going to influence communication. And hearing people talk about, what's coming on the horizon and what they have experienced too, has been vital as well.
When they take their theories and principles that we've read, and then they talk about it, it just adds another dimension to the text, to the knowledge, right? It's oh my, wow! Like I heard things today from Dr. Cavella that I haven't heard before. Hearing from Mayor Jody Gondak and her team that supported her through this water main event, the assumptions that I made, being a Calgarian that had to live through water restrictions and not understanding the full picture or seeing what's behind that curtain, was a tremendous opportunity just to say, I get it, right?
I'm in awe that I get to speak with these guys and listening to them share some of their research, because they're doing a lot of research on what's going on. Timothy Combs on moral outrage, and then Dr. Cavello on some of his latest research on the right words and the wrong words to use when you're doing crisis communication. I mean, I've learned a lot from these folks. I also learned a lot from one of the other speakers, Rebecca Boltzema. I apologize, I pronounced that wrong. Anyway, she talked about AI and the use of AI by crisis communicators.
We've got some of the world's greatest experts. They literally wrote the textbooks on crisis communications. So we're here to learn and hopefully to share some of our experiences so that others can learn from what our experiences were. Going through the trauma of a violent attack on campus, we hope nobody has to go through. Last year at the University of Waterloo, we experienced a really traumatic event. A member of our campus community violently attacked in what is being seen as an act of terrorism. 3 people on our campus went on a stabbing rampage. And so, as the leader of communications, it was my responsibility to take the university through its comms approach to handling that crisis. And we're here to share the lessons that we learned and what we've done since then to build on our emergency communication practices.